Today, I want to talk to you about something that might sound counterintuitive at first. I want to talk about the courage to fail. I know, it's not a topic that we often embrace. Failure is something most of us dread, something we try to avoid at all costs. But I'm here to tell you that failure is not only inevitable, but also necessary for growth and success. You see, I've found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. Think about that for a moment. Every great achievement, every significant breakthrough has come from someone who was willing to take a risk, someone who had the courage to fail. Take, for instance, the story of Colonel Sanders. At the age of 65, he was broke, living in his car and looking for a way to make ends meet. He had a simple chicken recipe and a dream. He went door to door, restaurant to restaurant, offering his recipe in exchange for a small percentage of the sales. He faced rejection after rejection over 1,000 times, but he didn't give up. He believed in his recipe, and he had the courage to fail. Eventually, his perseverance paid off, and Kentucky Fried Chicken became a global phenomenon. Now, you might be thinking, that's a great story, but what about me? I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm just trying to get through the day. I understand. Life can be incredibly tough, and sometimes it feels like we're just struggling to keep our heads above water. But I want to remind you that failure is not the end. It's a part of the journey. Let's talk about another example. The Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur. They faced numerous setbacks and failures in their quest to build a flying machine. Many people thought they were crazy, that their dream was impossible. But they didn't let those failures stop them. They learned from each one, made adjustments, and kept trying. And because of their courage to fail, they achieved something that changed the course of history. Failure teaches us lessons that success never can. It humbles us, makes us resilient, and shows us what we're truly capable of. When we fail, we learn to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try again. And each time we do that, we become stronger, wiser, and more determined. We need to embrace failure as a natural part of the process. It's not a sign of weakness, but a stepping stone to greatness. We need to have the courage to take risks, to step out of our comfort zones, and to face the possibility of failure head on, because it's in those moments of risk and uncertainty that we find our true potential. I know some of you might be facing your own struggles right now. You might feel like you're at the end of your rope, that life has knocked you down one too many times. But I'm here to tell you that you have the strength within you to get back up. You have the courage to fail and the courage to succeed. When we think about our own lives, it's easy to focus on the moments when we've stumbled, the times we've fallen short. But I want you to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing those moments as failures, see them as steps on the path to success. Each failure is a lesson, a chance to grow, and an opportunity to become better. Think about the people in your life who inspire you, the ones who've achieved great things, who've made a difference. I guarantee that behind their success stories are countless failures. They faced rejection, disappointment, and setbacks. But what sets them apart is their resilience, their determination, and their courage to fail. So, I challenge you today to embrace failure. Don't shy away from it or let it define you. Instead, Let it fuel your determination, your passion, and your drive. Remember that every failure is a step closer to success. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Take risks, face your fears, and have the courage to fail. Because when you do, you'll discover a strength you never knew you had, and you'll achieve things you never thought possible. And one day, you'll look back on your journey and realize that every failure was worth it, because it led you to your greatest triumphs.